Everybody, it's Invicta. Happy Halloween, Mosh Pit. I hope you all have a fun and safe Halloween tonight. For those of you who celebrate it and go out and go get candy and trick-or-treat and all that kind of good stuff. Or if you're just hanging out and watching videos, thank you all very much for the support. We are doing something spooky today, which is going to be a Lost Greed run. I'm doing a Greed run today because mainly I need a little bit of a shorter video, and my back is hurting from PT. So I hope that I'm up to the task code. This is going to be rough. It's going to be spooky and scary. It's going to be fun. Here's your meme of the day here, brought to you on, it's actually artwork of the day, submitted here by Personal Use 5068 on this Invicta subreddit. This awesome Hush art here. Title throw is, now I'm going to drop 30 Mama Megas on him to see if he survives. I think he's probably going to, he's not going to make it. I think that it's probably going to take only maybe 12 Mama Megas before Hush goes kaputs. But I love the marker work on this one. You don't see it too often. If it is marker, I'm pretty sure it's marker. So I just love that style. You can make so many interpretations with lines and everything. It's just, I'm a connoisseur of that style. So thank you very much, Personal Use, and everyone who upvoted that one. Let's get spooky. That's the last time I'm doing that. CJ is going to be 4 Victor, Charlie Lima, Alpha Victor, Quebec 9. We got the Eternal D Sizzle, and we got Booster Pack. Let's see what we got here for this here Booster Pack. Oh my gosh. Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades is fan-freaking-tastic. So is the Ace of Diamonds, too. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I'm going to use the 2 of Clubs just to give us 2 bombs, and we're going to use the Ace of Spades to give us 2 keys. So it's basically kind of like, if you squint really hard, it's like we kind of started with Pandora's Box, and we get Epiphora, too, which, sure. I will take that. Also, of course, have the Holy Mantle, which is going to allow us to survive 1 hit. Now, it's not that big of a deal on Greed. Why is it not a big deal? Well, because, quite frankly, there's no way for us to reset the Holy Mantle. We can't just simply walk out and walk back in of a room and just be totally fine there. So early on, we're going to be looking to try to get, hopefully, some just big damage, big upgrades, and just let it ride. I probably should have used the 2 of Diamonds after this first floor before buying all that stuff here, but our goal money total is going to be around 45 to 50 cents, as close to 50 cents as possible with 2 of Diamonds, or go over it and then use the 2 of Diamonds to get back to 50 cents, so we can double it to get to 99 cents, unless we get deep pockets, of course, which we probably won't. But obviously it's very spooky here on this run, because it is so dangerous to run the Lost on a greed run, just because of the way that, you know, it's 1 hit, you're fine. 2nd hit, you're done. And unless we get some kind of transformation or extra life or something like that, we are gonna have to be very careful. Now, one thing I don't like about this first opening stage here is that there is no cover for us at all. So if we get a really bad, like widow jump or anything like that, we could be in trouble here. Just take it 1 enemy at a time, and we can't. Another thing, we cannot let them pile up here. The only good thing about the Lost is that, you know, he does start with base Isaac stats, so you know you're going to get a pretty decent start DPS wise. But survival is not a guarantee here. So, and like I said, PT was pretty rough today. So I'm gonna use the rest of this time, depending how long this run goes, to rest and recuperate. Get ready for the weekend here. What are your Halloween plans? Post them in the comments. I love seeing and hearing what the Mosh Pit does. So far, no one has ever done a Sinvicta costume, because I don't think anyone would. A, no one likes me that much, and secondly, I don't think anyone would do that, mainly because, yeah, it's gonna look like Ghost Rider. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's not great. All right, so I really want to get some kind of damage upgrade or something first before this first boss. It's always a debate whether or not to use the 2 of Diamonds now and immediately, or wait. I'm going to wait but roll first. This is all the keys that we need here, but I'm gonna wait. I just worry about the implications of being the Lost here with no damage upgrades whatsoever. Again, Epiphora is nice. Booster Pack is going to end up helping us in the long run, but right now we need something for the short run. And that immediately is going to go to movement speed, go to tears rate, go to damage, and tier effects. Absolutely cannot let both of them be alive here before this next boss. One alive is fine. We can't have both of them. Okay, so Red Dingle is not too bad, but we got to be careful of the red poops that he drops. Of course, the extra charges that he does. Epiphora is going to be a little bit more forgiving with us with our tears rate as long as we're firing in the right direction. We gain a tears rate upgrade as long as we hold onto the fire button in one direction and don't switch at all. And as you see here, it doesn't take too long to get to full speed. That red poop's going to be a real big annoyance going into the devil deal. We get black pin and regular lust. This is not great for us. Black pin is actually the more dangerous of the two here. Okay, we got lust down, but we have no holy mantle. And we do not want to be next to a wall. We don't want to be far away enough from a wall for pin to spawn behind us, but we also don't want to be in the middle of the room either. Pin by God. I feel like we absolutely just have to go for Empty Vessel. Even though we don't get the soul hearts from it, we still get the invincibility shield. And with the loss, we can only pick one. Now, I could have re-rolled there. I could have re-rolled, but I chose not to. And the Eternal D6, it is a D6, but you have to worry about it consuming the item. It has a chance to do that. And yeah, at least the Empty Vessel shield is going to protect us a little bit. So this is not a good start here, although Spoonbender is a very nice pickup here, and we got to re-roll that. Cuban Meat's not going to do anything for us. So we get the D4, which is... I don't know about the D4. Yeah, this is not a good... Not a good time here because again we have to assume that we are going to get hit in every single instance of this run. So we need to be able to supplement our survivability with ultimate damage. Because the survivability right now is not going to cut it, sister. Not at the base levels. Nice, we get a tears upgrade. Okay, I was kind of hoping for money there, but we've exhausted all of our resources. But what is nice about this floor, at least, is that there are gaps that we can hover over. And remember, the Lost also starts off with spectral tears too, so that will help us out immensely. That combined with Spoonbender and the power of Epiphora, we should be able to hit anywhere in our close vicinity for at any angle. For as much damage as we want without having to move, which means we also don't have to adjust our aim at all. We can just fire in the same direction, and Spoonbender's going to do the work for us. Okay, the shield popped at 720, so the next one's going to be right at 8 minutes. And I think we are going to have to use the 2 of diamonds here on this floor. This is not a time to be greedy. I mean, I know we're in greed, obviously, but as the Lost, we cannot be greedy. We got to take the upgrades however they come. And this would take us to 99 cents. Well, 94 cents. But 94 cents is close enough for me. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the 2 of diamonds. We're not going to buy keys. Right now, we need damage. Get Pentagram. Pentagram's a start. We don't need shot speed right now. We don't need keys right now. The Halo, even though it doesn't give us HP, it's still an all stats up. We also get Lump of Coal, which is nice. Movement speed is very nice as well. Okay, let's hold off on re-rolling because we can still re-roll with the Eternal D6. This is not a great room for us. A great fight, I should say. And unfortunately, there's too many red monsters for me to just stay over a gap like I usually like to do. And since it is imperative that we keep Monstro in front of us, so 840 was that one, which means the next shield is going to be coming up at 920. We got two sets of bosses that are not that are totally, well, Monstro is not technically immune to the gap strat, but Peep definitely is. There we go, really utilizing that that lump of coal. More movement speed, we'll take it. So unless if there's Krampus, I don't... Wait. This might give us combat here. So unless if there's Krampus, I don't think we're going to get another... We're not going to get another reroll opportunity here. Piece of juice is fine. We don't need any more movement speed. We're just looking for a full charge here at this point. And Blue Cap is going to give us more tiers, so... I don't think we're going to be able to get... I don't think we're going to be able to get Torn Photo, but the big pickup there was obviously Lump of Coal and Halo. Athame, I mean, Athame's got to happen. We already have flying. No Guppy on the horizon for us here, but Athame's got to happen here. And yeah, we made up a lot of power there thanks to that 2 of diamonds. So we go on to last week's question of the episode before we begin this third floor here. This one coming in from Meminjo, who said, question of the episode: as a musician myself, what attracted you to making your own music? What has been your biggest challenge and proudest accomplishment on your journey? And what was the most valuable lesson you learned? Well, what attracted me to making my own music was actually born out of necessity with my PvP videos way back in the day. The Word of Lauder is named after my World of Warcraft character that I had planned on making music for my PvP videos. That's all I was doing. I made World of Warcraft content. And obviously, if I wanted to, after meeting Husky and doing some work for him, he said that I should try to make it legitimate, but in order to do that, I cannot use copyrighted music anymore, which obviously makes sense. So I needed to have some way of having heavy metal music without being constrained by copyright on YouTube. And it wasn't to make money out of it, obviously. I wasn't even trying to be a YouTuber. But if I wanted my presence to grow and I wanted the videos to get to just have a little bit more notoriety, I couldn't use copyrighted music because YouTube will not recommend it, even back in those days. So I essentially formed a band with a longtime friend of mine and gave him the proposal. I wasn't making any money at my job at the current time, and I could only pay for like one track. That's all I could afford to do was pay for one track. And we went with it, and then we wrote Thrive. That was the name of our first song. And you know, the rest is kind of history after that. My biggest challenge has definitely been trying to find a what would blank card. Yeah, do we go for blank card and go fishing for something? What would we want with blank card? I mean, we could use... Ooh. You know what we could do is we could get a teleport card, and that could give us unlimited retries against Greed. That might be our ticket. Oh, Diplopia too. Don't do this to me, game. Well, we have to have Diplopia. I'm going to get a charge on the Eternal D6 just for the devil deal. Athame doing work here. The biggest challenge has definitely been nailing down it's hard to coordinate it's hard to coordinate schedules with singers and with guest musicians and producers and stuff. And there's no like red tape or anything. It's just aligning up people's schedules when they all have their own careers. So being able to just have a definitive like we're going to practice today, or we're going to record today or whatever, that's been very challenging. I kind of goofed this there. I should have waited until the shield went off and then walked out of the room and came back in, just to be safe. But we're gonna be fine here. Our damage is good. So Guppy's Eye gives us one of 3 for Guppy. But it doesn't help us in terms of... Yeah. I guess Guppy's Tail. We're still leaving with a Guppy item, but... Diplopia is huge here. Okay, Sack of Sacks is not... I want to see what this card is. The Strength card. That doesn't help us out. We either roll and use Diplopia, or we take a shot at a teleport card. D6, and the mulligan is not bad either. Okay, so the D6 is going to allow us to roll through all these items. I don't want to give up blank card though, because the teleport strat is important. But we don't have a way of we have no way of saving a blank card here. Metal plate's just important for defense. Yeah, we just have no way of getting of being able to put down blank card. But the D6 could roll 4 items for us. Oh man, I'm going to stick with blank card because that's the play that we've kind of come to a conclusion with. But the Diplopia was needed just for the mulligan, so that's a tough decision, man. My proudest accomplishment on my musical journey has been making a full-length studio album, Fracture the Fault Line, and then of course the Aftershock remaster, re-record that we did with Zeus. I mean, one of my goals of all time was to be in a metal band and have and just have my own music to work with, and we did that. We did a full length album. It was very, very rewarding. It took a very long time to do. It took multiple years to write it, just because, like I said, aligning schedules and that sort of thing. But that is definitely my proudest accomplishment in music. And then the most valuable lesson I've learned is that I need to. It's just be open to ideas that may not necessarily be your vision of what you think something should sound like when you have bandmates for a reason, which in this case, in my case, it's just Mark. It's just me and Mark. Okay, so that procced on 40. So what we need to do is we need to wait, because things are going to start getting dangerous now. I don't want to leave this room, but we need to wait until 1719. And I'm gonna take this a little bit more seriously here. Got to lock in because things are gonna get dangerous. Using the strength card to boost our damage for now until we can find a teleport card. Here we go, 1720. The next one's gonna be right at 18 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna wait. We don't have to rush this. We're not in a hurry here. Haste makes waste. You can, however, pre-charge Epiphora. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm glad that we waited. That's not great. Not great. It's not even worth using our... I mean, it's free and it's still not even worth it, but I guess Low Abba Ding Dong. He's just not a great item. He's okay, but not for greed. Syntho has a big damage upgrade here. And that gives us 2 or 3 for spun, but we don't need any more movement speed. We need to find a teleport card. Hive Mind is a lot of extra damage. $0.01 game. Come on. 1 cent for Hive Mind is all I'm asking here. Not gonna give it to us, is it? Wait. That is not enough for us to open. There's no way in hell that's gonna open with 2 keys. Four and a half volts, very important as well. And I need to correct myself. We don't have unlimited chances with. We only have 2 chances with a teleport card, unless if we get the 4.5 volt, which there's no way that this is going to happen here. Not great. Not great. I do want to clarify something really quickly here. I talked about it in Megabonk. We would have had spun. I talked about it in a Megabonk episode. Oh, we do have spun. I talked about it in a Megabonk episode. Just to clarify my position on liking versus not liking videos if you're not going to watch them. That particular question was asked. That particular answer was to answer a very specific question, which was, does liking a video but not watching the video hurt the channel? And it hurts it, but it's not as bad as just simply not liking the video at all. Like, 0 engagement is the worst thing that someone could do. 2040 was that shield here. So yes, while answering that question, yes, in that specific circumstance, asking about you know, does the act of liking a video but not watching it, is that bad? Yes. But that does not mean to not engage with the videos at all. That's the worst thing you could do. So I just wanted to clarify that. Could take school bag, but what would be the point? What would exist? I guess sulfur. Sulfur exists only in, I'm gonna wait for 40 here because that's probably when the next one's gonna go. The empty vessel shield will not proc as long as you are in a non-combat situation. Oh, it's not on 40. It must be on the top of the minute then. So we'll try it. We'll try it at 22. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Oh man, Athame just went ham. Hamthame. 9 lives. I mean, we got to take it. Yeah, I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So we're only 1 away from Guppy now, and we do get 9 lives, which is huge, obviously. All the Void would have been amazing, but we just can't take it. Gonna go fishing for the secret room. Hey. Okay. Still, finding a teleport card is important. Now, I know that there was a tinted rock in the exit room, but we just simply don't need it. The only thing I would want would be a small rock. I mean, coupon would allow us to take a second Devil Deal item, and also get a half price item inside of our shop. We can be a little bit more lax with our empty vessel, but I'd prefer not to get hit ever. I don't want to lose perfection. There we go. Okay, so it procced on 2320. The next one is going to be right at 24 minutes. $16, $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8, $7, $6, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1. Sorry for the little abba dabba ding dong slander. A little bad, I'm sorry. There we go, no problem at all. And I'm feeling okay now. We don't have to wait for the shield. Giving us 4 blighted ovums is kind of gnarly though. And of course we get Krampus. Well, I'm glad that I didn't take the coupon. So it's us being 1 cent short there was a blessing in disguise. Meat is a damage upgrade, but it's not a significant one. Champion Belt is a damage upgrade. Both of these are, actually. It's 1 Tarot Cloth game. We don't need perfection anymore. I'm going to take the Broken Ankh. That's it. So it's going to be Strength card, 9 lives. And a dream. All right, here we go. I have to assume that it's going to land on probably 20 here. Three, 2, 1. Oh. Immediately lost Holy Mantle. Like if we're trying to look at the timer and not the boss in front of us. Good damage here from Lump of Coal, and no, it does not stack on each other. My goal is still to not get hit. Even though we've got 9 lives, I'm not going to... Need strength card here. Because that was on 26. Can't help but think that Hive Mind would have been a huge, huge, huge help for us. Greed's doing the dumb thing, which is staying away from us, which is giving us maximum damage for our Lump of Coal. And Epiphora is just going to crush him here. Nice little dodge there. 2640, so the next one is going to be at 2720. I don't think he's going to get there. He is not. There we go. Lost victory on Greed for the spooky, scary run here. Again, happy Halloween, everybody. Let me know what your Halloween plans are down below. I love to see them. And, you know, if you have any more Sinvicta lanterns, or if somehow, some way you made a Sinvicta costume, let me know. I'd love to see them. Thank you, everyone, for all the support. And again, sorry about the confusion on the whole liking without watching thing. Please continue to like these videos. It is the best way to support my channel, even if you don't watch them. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like R3CL, Anti-Evil, and Paul Collister Jr. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.